Back on the blend this morning, Eric Garcia with RetroFoam of Michigan, the professor of foam. Eric, good to see you again. You know, when people think of condensation in their home, they're likely to think of it on their windows, of course, but the homeowners you call experience in other places as well. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so condensation is a major issue because it can of course lead to some big problems throughout the house. If we back this up for a second and really just think about condensation for what it is. It's an area where hot and cold air is meeting, condensing, and now you have moisture buildup. Obviously, if we have this inside of our home, this can cause a lot of problems. So some common areas can be your exterior walls. If you have no insulation or the existing insulation has pockets or voids, now you have that hot air on the outside or on the inside sometimes in the winter, that's now meeting the outside air, and now condensation can form, unfortunately, sometimes on the inside of our house. We can have the same thing in our attic. So if we look up in our attics and see some dark spots on the roofing materials, that of course is a sign of moisture problems. So you can see this throughout any area of the home.
When you get that moisture, that's actually scary. That could cause health issues, right?
Absolutely. Of course, when we think condensation, we think moisture, and a lot of people, we jump straight to mold, potentially mold issues. And yes, that is a possibility. That's one reason that you want to make sure you have a building envelope established around your entire home so you have that good air seal to help stop any potential condensation issues.
Well, talk a little bit more about that. How foam can help with stopping the spread of the condensation.
Absolutely. So foam insulation is an air seal. So if you were to have foam insulation from your crawl space, your exterior walls up to your attic, now you have that building envelope established throughout. And why that's important is, like I said, that air seal. That air seal will stop that transfer from air coming in and out of your home, and that stops that hot and cold air meeting, which can form condensation. So if you can seal all those gaps out, or as many as possible, again, it drastically reduces the risk that your house has to build condensation.
I have a feeling people are at home right now thinking, I need to call Eric. So how do they do that? How do they get in touch with you?
Absolutely. So you can of course call into our office. Our toll-free number is 866-900-3626. You can of course go to our website, retrofoamofmichigan.com. Check out our learning center. We have tons of articles, videos, and guides, everything covering foam insulation and building science. If you'd also like to see more of this red jacket, you can check out our YouTube channel where I host our show, Foam University's educational channel that answers everything foam insulation related.
All right, Eric, thanks so much for joining us again.